Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. I'm briefly using this video to give an overview and provide some information regarding work permits and how they operate in the Kingdom of Thailand, specifically for foreign nationals wishing to undertake employment activity in the Kingdom. The first thing to note regarding the term employment activity is that work authorization, aka a work permit, or W3, WP1 as opposed to WP3, work authorization. A work permit may be required notwithstanding the fact that one's employment activities are quote-unquote volunteer in nature or voluntary. There are instances in Thailand where volunteers came to the country and engaged in what can be described as work activity for no compensation, but were still found to be in violation of Thai labor code. So before anyone comes to the Kingdom of Thailand, it's probably a good idea to understand how Thai labor law works and who is affected by Thai labor law. The first thing to note is virtually all foreign nationals in the Kingdom of Thailand wishing to undertake work are going to be impacted by the labor code. And for this reason, under said law, the foreigners in Thailand are going to need a work permit. It should be noted, a common misconception, especially as most other countries have visas with work authorization attached to them. Thailand does not operate under this system, and a business visa does not automatically grant work authorization. A business visa is simply a categorization pursuant to Thai immigration law and does not have any bearing on labor matters in the Kingdom of Thailand. One slight asterisk to what I just said might be applied to those coming to the Kingdom of Thailand to work at a foreign embassy or consulate, as such visas issued to those type of people have work authorization attached to them, but as such posts, embassies and consulates have extraterritorial jurisdiction, or at least limited forms of extraterritorial jurisdiction which apply to them, work permits don't really, the issue of work permits really don't pertain to those individuals. Back to those who simply wish to operate in the private sector, as foreigners living and working in the Kingdom of Thailand, business visa status, again, does not necessarily entail work authorization. So one coming into the country with a business visa would need to go ahead and obtain a work permit in order to undertake employment, whatever that employment may be. Certain activities are prohibited specifically under Thai labor codes and regulations. So even if one is attempting to get a work permit, there's certain types of labor activities which are just explicitly prohibited. One cannot get a work permit for certain types of activity. Also, companies are restricted to certain types of activity pursuant to the Foreign Business Act, and there are certain instances where a company may receive exemption pursuant to the Foreign Business Act, but the specific labor a foreign national wishes to undertake in Thailand is not in accordance with that exemption. So a company may be exempt from certain provisions of the Foreign Business Act, but an individual's status in Thailand may not be exempt from Thai labor code. So said activities may not actually be exempted. Again, due diligence is strongly encouraged for those wishing to come to Thailand, especially those coming to Thailand to set up a small business and work for themselves in the kingdom, because one needs to look at not only the Foreign Business Act and the provisions thereof and the exemptions thereto, but also the labor code to understand whether or not, even if someone sets up a company, if that company's set up, notwithstanding its exemptions under relevant law regarding companies owned by foreigners, if someone can undertake the labor they wish to undertake underneath the umbrella of their corporation. Finally, it should be noted, with respect to Thailand labor law and work permits in general, there are some specific exemptions which need to be discussed. Most notably, a Thai marriage visa may allow for work authorization. One does not necessarily need to have a business visa in order to support or to use said visa as a platform for a work permit. A Thai O visa, also known as a marriage visa, can also operate as a platform for a work permit. A couple of other things is every company, or virtually every company with some exceptions, which I'll get into in a minute, virtually every company, especially small businesses here in Thailand that wish to employ either the owner of said business or any other individuals who happen to be foreign nationals. Anytime a company wants to get a work permit for a foreign national, routinely that company will have to have 4 Thai nationals employed at a certain minimum rate of pay, and said Thai nationals will have to have their Social Security contributions up to date in order to support a work permit. There's an exemption for the married spouse of a Thai national who's in the country on an O visa. Those individuals generally can get a work permit even if the company they wish to work for has only 2 Thai nationals working for said company. And finally, with respect to permanent residence in Thailand, there isn't a requirement that a company have any number of Thai employees, so 0 Thai employees can be on a given company or working for a given company, and that company can still support a work permit for a permanent resident here in Thailand. Again, it's very, very advisable that anyone coming to the Kingdom of Thailand wishing to undertake labor activities conduct due diligence into not only the Foreign Business Act if they're going to be a small business owner, but also the Labor Code with respect to activities restricted to foreign nationals in the Kingdom of Thailand. Thank you.